I'm going to cook my chicken and my steak in the air fryer. It's so, so good. So I have a whole bunch of seasonings. Garlic and herb is one of my favorites. Flavor God is one of my favorites. Buttery Steakhouse is really good. I think I'm gonna put that on the steak today. And there's like the blend, salt, pepper, and garlic, lemon pepper. I think what I'm gonna do is do ranch for the chicken tenders. Ranch powdered dressing is so good on chicken. So I'll be right back. This one, I am gonna put panko crumbs on it because you're actually going to taste them. If they were mixed in with the turkey, it would have been more of a texture thing. We want to do the taste, and I think there's an open package. Oh my God, the turkey smells so good. And you know, it's really enhanced with the ghee. And you know, I have done this and I have not done an egg wash. I just don't rinse the chicken and it's come out just fine. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're 32 minutes in. We're gonna turn this around. Be generous, especially if you shop at Costco. It's cheap. Here's our crumbs. Oh, they don't smell. So when I measure this, when I'm eating, I don't account for them because by the time that's all spread out over the amount of chicken we're cooking, it's like nothing. Okay, so we got our organic chicken tenders. So freaking good. I'm just gonna cut it right down the middle. And my tongs, tong, tong, tong. You wanna mix that up a little bit. And we're gonna stick it in. So it's still a little frozen. But do you see how like non-specific you need to be? You do not have to like look like a freaking chef while you're cooking this and like have everything perfect and do an egg wash and all these types of things. It is not that big of a deal. It's pretty much gonna taste the same. Okay, so let's toss that. Okay, so I'm just gonna like move this around and try to coat it as much as possible. So I'll tell you something else. My training partner, Mo, who you've probably seen on Instagram, he gave me an air fryer and I was really resistant to using it because I actually thought that meant like I wasn't really cooking. That like if I really cooked, it was on the oven or the stove. And then when I finally used it, like after a month, I was like, oh my God, this has totally changed my life. We're gonna go ahead and start loading it in. So this piece, I really freaking like. I mean, like, look at how well it's coated. So we're just gonna lay it in. I don't even spray this because when it cooks thoroughly, it doesn't stick or it doesn't stick very much. So I'm just gonna squish this around, right? Pretty good. Lay it in here. We got 3 minutes, 50 seconds left on the turkey. And honestly, like you can overcook stuff a little bit because if you overcook things, you're gonna get rid of its fat. So here's our first layer of chicken. You can see you have suggested times and then you can always like check your suggested time. So for the chicken one, it says 390. You want to be careful for sure. Like if you cook something too hot, too fast, and then also not hot enough. So you can just like kind of check it. Like I'm always opening it up and cutting it a little bit. Okay, let's check on the turkey. Oh, like not even close. Okay. Better to set short timers than do it too long and totally fuck it up. Okay, let's see if we need to add a little bit more. This one's really frozen. I love this. So these are ready for the next round. That looks pretty damn good. We'll get a knife and then I'm gonna check it. Let's just double check. When you're checking your food and it's cooked, don't use the raw implement that you used. Oh my God, so good. Do you guys see how easy this is? Okay, don't melt your plastic with your hot container. See how it like really doesn't stick that much? So if you were to reheat this, you could reheat it on the stove, the microwave, you could eat it cold, you could throw it in the air fryer to reheat it. Oh my God, so good. Gonna go back in, by the way, we're at 54 minutes. God, do you see this, how easy? And actually, you know what? There's room. Oh, I'll just wait for the steak because there's only 2 steaks anyway. But I'm gonna put it up to 390, in for 15 minutes.